Hola mis serenitas, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Chiquita Serenita, and today we're doing a tutorial review and swatches of BH Cosmetics Say It Looking Like a Snack palette, okay? This is the more pinky-ish one that they had out of the whole collection. I actually wasn't too crazy about it when I first saw it because I was looking at the tones in here and I was like, I don't know. I like the pink tones. I'm a huge fan of pink tones, right? It's just I wasn't too crazy about this one right here, which is a black matte with glitter in it. Now, you guys, if you guys been watching for a while, you guys know I hate those sequin glitters. I don't like those sequin mattes. It's like, oh, it drives me nuts because the glitters just flake off. So what was the point of it? The glitters just flake off. I have no glitter that I can see on my eye. I don't know. It just didn't make a huge difference. So that's probably why I don't really gravitate towards those ones. Other than that, I like them. Now on the back it says, feel yourself with a looking like a snack. Striking seductive shades and alluring pinks and corals for when you know you're 100% that bee. Look good enough to eat with an ultra pigmented matte and high shine shimmers that'll make them swipe right all day, every day. Bitch, be doing too much. And then when you open it up, of course, you have the same thing as the other ones, looking like a snack all around the mirror. The mirror is big enough to see, you know, pretty much a good of your face. I love the look that I created today because I didn't think I was going to make this palette work, but I was like, I like it. If you guys are wondering what's on my lips, it is ColourPop. I believe it's the ultraviolet lip that's called More Better. And then I'm wearing lip gloss from BH Cosmetics that's called Riot on top. That's from their like gloss. I don't even know what the heck it was. It was from one of their little collections that they did. It's called So Glossy or something like that. And it's Riot. It's like a really deep berry tone type gloss. It's really pretty. So like I said, these are the shades. I use this one. I use both of the shimmers. Obviously, you guys, I'm a shimmer girl. I use every dang shimmer in here. And then I use this one as my transition shade. You wouldn't think that would work, but it actually does work. And I added it also down here. I use that one as my overall down here as well. And this is my inner corner highlight. That I use that as a dipping in shade down here. And I like all the tones in here. The only one I don't ever see myself using is that one. And you guys already know that's just like a cool tone matte brown. And it has micro glitters in there. You can see when I'm like, I don't know if it's shimmers or what, but it looks like it's a little glitter, some kind of glitter effect when I move it in the light here. But yeah, I'm not crazy about that one. And even then, it might be just straight up matte. And maybe the glitter off of this one is flaking off into that one. I don't know. I don't like that. It's a very light shade. I don't see myself ever using it. But the other ones I really love. I'm crazy about Bootylicious over here. It's just like this very corally orange. And it's like really pretty. Now, y'all won't guess what I did, okay? So, you see this pretty pink right here that's called You Up. I used that as my blush today. So it's on my cheeks. I used it as my blush. I just went in very light like that on my blush, like my blush brush. And I just like, you know, just buffed it in really light and just built it up to add that color in there. It's very pretty. Like it works really good as a blush, especially if you're like me and you just like to be like over the top. I just want to look extra. Just give me that prostitute blush because that's what I want to look like. So that's how I am. I want people to see me coming. Like, look at that pink blush from down the street instead. And I also use this one right here, Yummy right here. Not only did I use that as an inner corner highlight, but I also used it as my highlighter. So I used it right here and then right here and down here. It works really good as a highlighter. I was actually surprised. I was like, oh, it works. Look, it just like stands out so much. I like it. It's really pretty. I was like, look at this versatile palette. Come on. Who doesn't want that? Like 3 for 1? Come on. Don't tell me you guys don't like that. So I'm going to start with the shade. I'm going to start with the swatches. I'm being extra like always. And I'm going to start right here. I'm going to go clear across each row till we get to the end of the palette, okay? So like I said, the first one's called Yummy. And Yummy is just like in this face type of shimmer. It's like a white silver almost. Next you have Swipe Right. And Swipe Right is basically like this cool tone taupe. I'm not crazy about it. That's like one swatch though. Like look at that. Just look how pigmented that is. I'm going to give it another one. It doesn't need it though, but look. It didn't come to play, right? It definitely has that pigmentation. Next you have Thought, you know, because I don't want to say it. And this is a matte black with glitter. The glitters in here are gold and hot pink glitters. You just can't see it. I don't think my camera's going to pick it up for you guys. I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, it is really pretty in person. You can see those reflective glitters in there in the pan. I just don't see them a whole lot on my eye. I kind of see them very little if I like really, really look at my eye. But like I said, it's not like, oh my God, look, she's got glitter on her eye. It's not like you can't stand out that much. In the next row, we have Teenage Dream. This is such a beautiful pink matte. Little bit of fallout when I'm doing the swatches. This needed like 3 swatches, but look how pretty that is. Next, you have You Up, and that's the one that I said that I used as my blush. Kind of dry on the grainier end. It does show up a little patchy, just so you guys know. I didn't use that on my overall eyelid. Like I said, I used it as a blush, and it did not come to play. So it is a very beautiful pigmented hot pink, as you can see. Bootylicious is orange. Oh, I love this one. This is like a corally orange. Oh, you guys, if you guys love coral oranges, look at that. I wanted to use that one so bad as my transition shade today, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for a more bolder type of look, and that's why I went for that other one. Next row, you have Snatch. This is the one that I used as my transition shade. This one definitely does feel more of a drier too, and a little patchy on the end, but I don't think that one's going to give you any problems because I used it as a transition shade and I had no problems with it. So it might be swatch versus eye performance. Next, we have Dirty Talk. That is that silver that I said in there. And you know what, you guys? It does definitely look silver in the pan, but when I put it on my eye, it didn't really look silver. It looked a little more like an icy lavender type of silver, and I'm here for that. It's super pretty in person. You would have to see it to really appreciate it because it is gorgeous in person. Lastly, we have Hit That, and this is just a very dark fuchsia matte. This is one swatch, and look at how beautiful that one came out. It didn't come to play, right? It's very pretty. And these are all the tones in this palette, you guys. And like I said, I enjoyed it. I like this palette. I think it's cute. Obviously, this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea because of the fact that not everybody likes these type of bold pinks. And the color story kind of didn't make sense when I saw this one in there and then I saw that one. But now that I've used it, it does mesh well. You can totally create looks with this. And I like it. And like I said in my other video, if you own more than one of these palettes, you can clearly make several types of looks, right? So that's pretty much it, you guys. If you guys want to see how I created this look today, then just stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so for my first color, I went in with this color called Snatch. It is a very vibrant, in-your-face type of pink. It's a bold type of matte pink. And that's the one you guys are going to see me use as my transition shade, okay? So now I'm going to use this one right here that's called Dirty Talk. Dirty Talk, I thought it was a silver, but once you put it on the eye, it's like an icy lavender type of shade. It's like a silver lavender. Super pretty, pigmented, like buttery smooth. I'm just going to take that shade with my finger and apply it on my entire eyelid right here, okay? And then I took that same Dirty Talk shade right here, the one that I just used, and I basically went on it with a pencil brush. This is the Trend Mood Time Sigma Beauty pencil brush. And I'm going to apply it all down here. There's no need to wet your brush. It's perfectly fine just like that. It shows up really beautifully just with the dry brush. So I'm just going to apply it all down here across my eye bottom lid, okay? Now I'm going to take the Thought shade, and the Thought shade is basically a matte black with pink and gold micro glitters. That is from the colors that I can obviously tell as I'm moving it in the light right here. I can see very clear hot pink and gold glitters throughout the whole entire of that thing. It doesn't really make a difference. I don't see any gold glitters right now that I'm looking at it, but I did apply it right here in this corner. And then I did all here, down here, about halfway, blending into that silvery shade that I already have on there. And just to like to darken out the lid right there. But like I said, you can't see any of those micro glitters. I can see the little glitter that's from that shimmer shade, because like, you know how shimmer does shimmer. Obviously, that's why it's called that. But I don't see any of that glitter. I did notice that it flaked off a whole lot right here, but what can you do with sequin mats? You know, they drive me crazy, but that's the one that I'm going to use, okay? Okay, you guys, and since I'm extra, I went in with that same Snatched one that I used for my transition shade, and I basically went right here on the bottom. Just, you guys can tell, right? There's like this little faint pink hue right below that silvery purple that's already there, right? There's like this little, just like a little bit. I basically took my brush, I put it on the shadow, you know, tap, 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 and then I just very lightly went right here just to create that little fadeness of pink, and it just gives it this really fade into, I don't know, I like it. It looks good on the eye. So that's what you guys are going to see me do, okay? And then for my inner corner highlight, I use Yummy right here. Yummy is just this very silvery type of white. I also used it as a highlight, you guys. It works really good as a highlight. I liked it. So yeah, I'm just going to take it with my finger and apply it right there in the corner like always, okay? And that's pretty much it for the eye look, you guys. Let me go put some black in my waterline, some mascara, and I'll be right back to give you guys a close-up, okay? So this is the finished eye look today, you guys. Hopefully you guys like it. I really like it. I love these tones in here. That silvery shade, I really like it. I think it's cute. So yeah, let me back you guys out and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on this palette. Okay, you guys, so I'm back. I really like this palette. I think it's cute because I like shimmers and I like pinks, especially. When it comes with pinks, it's like, I don't know. At first, I wasn't liking the color story in here because I was thinking, I don't think I can make that work, right? Especially with that Thought shade that I used, the one right here that's the black with matte with glitter. I wasn't feeling that one way too much. I thought, honestly, it was like ugly because I don't like, you know, mattes with glitters. But I am actually surprised of the look that I created today, and I actually liked it. So I was like, wow, I didn't think I would like it. Definitely, I don't really want this one right here. That is also another matte with glitter. You just can't really see the glitters a whole lot. Swipe Right is definitely not a shade that I would ever use. Unless you're using like a really good base, like a cut crease, then you can make that one really pop. But other than that, it's very bland, cool tone shade. I don't gravitate towards those ones. I really love this Bootylicious shade, even though I didn't get to use it because I love corals, like orangey tones type of ones. And then this one's really pretty. I still think I can make that one work. And obviously all the other tones, they only have 2 shimmers in here, but I was able to use both of them just fine. And I did use a little bit of that one over here, but I ended up going back over it with the black. That's why I didn't mention it in my tutorial, because even though it is dark enough, I just feel like it had not much of a shade difference between that first pink as my transition shade and that pink. There's like maybe like 3 tones difference. It doesn't really make a whole bunch. That's why I had to end up going in with the Thought shade. But other than that, I think it's a pretty, obviously it's a pretty palette. You can create some type of look with it, just like the one on my eye, obviously. And yeah, I like it. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're notified each and every time I upload a new video. And until next time, stay warm, stay blessed, and stay magical. Bye, you guys.